Gloves, right, okay, what's it all about? I've got a pair of Hestra Falt Guilde gloves, and also I've got a pair of Mechanix Glove. Both of them have got their place in the outdoors. Everybody chooses, we've got a preference to their own gloves. These are my preferences. I have got some other gloves, but today we're just going to be looking at the Mechanix tactical glove and the Hestra Falt Guilde glove. So the first pair of gloves I'm going to be looking at are these Hestra Falt Guilde gloves. And what can I say about them? They're so well made, and what's really good about them, they're double stitched on where they need to be double stitched. It's got a reinforced areas that need the extra reinforcing. It's got a nice soft brown leather, and obviously the black leather is hardware, and they're really stylish too. I mean, you don't have to wear them for bushcraft, but they are really predominantly designed for the outdoors, really probably more extreme weather than what we're experiencing now. But what makes these really good is that they've got a removable wool liner. And what's really good about these is if you don't want to use this liner, you can actually just get a normal pair of glove liners and just wear those instead of. Now I have tried that, but I must say when you take your hand out, because it hasn't got the Velcro on, it does remove it as well. So I do find that these are probably better suited. Now these are a size 9s, and my hand is a size 9s, and for fitness they're just perfect. They fit perfect, my fingers are perfect, everything about them is pretty good. So what do I think about them in an application of using them for bushcraft? Well, I haven't had any trouble wearing these using a knife. I can still use a knife I can still feel that through the gloves, so that's pretty good. So you're pretty good at using that. Also, more importantly so, is when I use the axe work. Is it practical to wear these when I'm using this? When it's cold, oh definitely, these are a must. Your hands are a lot more happy, obviously because they're a lot warmer. And there's, again, there's like with a knife, you can still feel the axe, it still works quite well. But one thing that I do like about these is this little carabiner bit here, because you've got loops on both of those, so you can attach it to your rucksack. So you put these, so when you're finished with them, you put them together. Obviously you can put them on your belt through the hole, carabiner wise, or you can just literally stuck them in your rucksack. They're always going to be together. What they're saying is that if you get the glove wet, you can dry them separately from the liner, and vice versa. If you had two liners, then if the liners got wet, obviously you can just have a spare liner. But they are sort of waterproof to a degree. They're not Gore-Tex, there's no Gore-Tex liners in there, so you know, is it going to be any good in the harsh rain? Probably not, but for weather when it's really cold, excellent, top quality. Yeah, well happy with them, well worth the money. Yeah, I think so. I mean, these are, look after these and they will last a lifetime. Excellent gloves. Okay, these are my second pair, and I like these gloves. These are my most go-to gloves that I use throughout the sort of wintry months, for autumn, winter and into spring, because when it gets cold these are superb. These are Mechanix. They're a tactical glove, and they're a bit like the other glove where they're reinforced, double stitching, okay, not all the way around but most of the way around. These are so well made and they're so comfortable. What makes them comfortable is that they got synthetic leather and they got spandex on the back, so it helps stretch when you're moving around. Always important to get the right size. If these are too loose, then they potentially could curl up. The material curls up using an axe and it gives you a blister. So it's really important to get the right size. But it's important to get the right size glove anyway, full stop. So one thing I will say about these, they're not waterproof. Okay, so on a day-to-day like today where it's a little bit cold, they're perfect. Right, so as for usability, because that's the most important thing, you can pretty much wear these like they're like a second skin. I mean, honestly, using a knife, no problem. You can hold that, you can carve, you can do anything. I mean, yeah, that passes the test for that. Very, very usable. And the other good thing about these, okay, for using an axe, same thing applies. Really comfortable. I could easily wear these all day. Not a problem. They are comfortable, easily workable. Being a tactical glove, obviously, they are designed to be used for working. I mean, there's loads of gloves out there. These are my two favourite gloves that I definitely would recommend. Okay, the other pair of gloves, the Hestra ones, are a little bit more expensive than what most people would probably want to pay. These gloves, on the other hand, you can get them on eBay. They're about 12 quid. I don't know, what's that in dollars? $20 maybe. They're not a lot of money, and they're you can replace them if they do wear out. Definitely get a pair of these. Definitely chuck them in your bag. They're a must. I mean, what's really good also about these sort of gloves is that if you get cold in the night, you can just put them on and just wear them asleep. But I would definitely recommend both pairs, but these are my favourite over the two, just due to that, just to the climate that I live in. It does get really cold, but these are more of a workable glove. I mean, what's really good about these also is that I use them when I'm driving, because when it's cold and I get in a car and it's frosty, I'll just put these on and I'll drive. They're an everyday glove. So that concludes a review video. I'm going to be doing some review videos on some of the gear that I'm buying out of my own money. The biggest question I get asked is what's good gear and what's not good gear. Really important, if you're going to buy it, buy good gear. Let's face it, we've all done it. We've all bought a lot of rubbish and wish we'd bought something else, and my gear is generally good gear. If it's bad, I'm going to tell you it's bad. If it's crap, I'm going to tell you it's crap. I'm not getting paid, I'm not getting sent gear, so it's all my gear. So get out there and do some bushcraft. Now I'm going to do some axe throwing. All right.